Welcome to the Jungle Savages. My name is Blue the Bear, and this is the Crypto Jungle. If this is your first time here, we talk about the crypto market. We look at the macro picture, at least in a bear market we do, and try to get you savvy to the point at which the market will shift. Right now, we are on high alert to watch for signs of the bear market concluding and going into an accumulation period. And yeah, if you're interested in learning more about the Wyckoff method and understanding those market pivots, basically, if you want to know when to buy the bottom and when to sell the top, not the actual tippy top and not the actual tippy bottom, but when the transitions happen, then follow along, subscribe if you aren't already, and without any further ado, let's take a look at the king of all crypto, and that is Bitcoin. Starting off with Bitcoin here on the, oh, of course my screen freezes. Of course, that's what my screen does. So now I gotta watch through the streaming software. Aloha kahuna. Taking a look at Bitcoin here on the daily, we have this downtrending channel here, encountering a lot of resistance here at the medium line of this parallel channel. Looking for a possible move down, you know, kind of, oops, let's move that there. Possible move down to the bottom of the channel. This would be a capitulation-like event. Not saying it has to happen, just saying that if we break out of this consolidation right here, if we break below this trading range, get a nice clean break below 17.5, I would anticipate that there's a very violent move, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a capitulation anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000. I know that that's a scary and large range, but when Bitcoin participants become irrational and they move into irrational selling, you often see irrational pricing. So if that does end up being the case, I think that would be an appropriate time for me, at least, to begin dollar cost averaging a little heavier into my Bitcoin position. Not much else in terms of investments. I do wait for momentum to come back in before I will move and transition my portfolio into higher risk assets like Ethereum and other altcoins. But from a purely investment DCA holding for the long-term point of view, if we do achieve those types of levels, I am certainly becoming a buyer. Let's dive into this consolidation here. Now, I do need to restart my my monitor, so let me just quickly as I can, do that. Come on. I think I'm getting faster at this. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm getting better at that. Let's break down this consolidation right here. So let's go into, let's go down to the 4 hour. And let's take a look at what we can see in this local range. We'll get rid of that. Now, when you get into the smaller time frames, this consolidation is really fucking ugly. I'm not gonna lie. It could end up being that it breaks to the upside, but if it does, it's just going to be an up thrust, in my opinion. There's a lot of bearish things that we can point to inside of this consolidation. You know, we have just these reactions are not consolidating, like they're not getting smaller. The reactions are always quite violent. We got up to the mean of the channel here, got a really serious rejection, LPSY, up to a bearish test of this level right here and a rejection from that. So that's our up thrust. There's a lot of bearish things, and then just this consolidation right here is super ugly with an up thrust inside of it there, an up thrust there. We're seeing a lot of price action that is more closely related to the characteristics of distribution than we're seeing price action that matches accumulation. Okay, it doesn't mean that it can't rally. It just means that if it does rally, I don't think that it's going to be sustained rally, and it'll probably be a really good opportunity for those looking to take shorts. You can't really take a short at support. So if we do end up rallying out of this level, because a break of this medium line, let me just clean up the drawings here. a break of this level right here will get a very large move. It'll get a very large move to the upside. And my screen froze again. So, you know, you'll get that move, but to me, it's not going to be sustainable. You're not going to build structure along the way, and it's just going to be an impulse. It's going to be an impulse move to the upside with no volume, no demand, and no intrinsic value. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the bear market yet. So I think that it would be a better setup for a short than to try and decide if we're going to go long at this level. That's how I'm interpreting the market right now. Let's go back to my pen tool, or not my pen tool rather. So erase some of these drawings. So that's my take on BTC right now. If I was to pick a side, I think ultimately we're going to head to lower levels. Those lower levels don't necessarily have to happen before a rally, but on the macro picture of things, I expect lower levels for Bitcoin. Taking a look at the NASDAQ, let's shift our focus back over to traditional finance for just a moment here. NASDAQ finding support at the critical level, the do or die level. We really needed to find support here at the area of the shakeout. We did pierce below it, so we have technically created a new low. This for me is very bearish. I don't like this structure, but we are getting a rally off of that level. This rally ultimately is coming in the context of a very bearish move, so I wouldn't be surprised if this curls over and continues the trend to the downside. A clean break of this level on a high time frame, say the weekly. Let's actually transition over to the weekly chart. If we get a clean candle body close below this level, I think that that's going to be a very large market move. Would not be surprised in the slightest if we come down to a level like that. And then from that point, it's anybody's guess. Really, there's a lot of weakness. We're seeing a lot of weakness. This is a terrible structure. We have a very well-established lower high, lower low structure inside of the NASDAQ. That will take many months of repair if we are going to turn it around. Since this most recent move printed a new low, we have several months ahead of us to repair that trend. Similar to the S&P 500. S&P 500 below the medium line, the mean of this channel that we've been watching. I don't like this. This is a logarithmic chart, so there's going to be a little bit of variance, but every time we fall below this line, it's not a signature of health for the market. So that's the equities market. Let's take a look at what's going on in the currencies market, starting off with the DXY here. So the DXY, we're still printing higher highs and higher lows. So as long as we print higher highs and higher lows, we're going to continue to do so. What I need to see is us break below this trend line. We need to get below this trend line. If we can get below this trend line, now we have a bull case that can be made for equities. That will transfer into crypto and Bitcoin, and then that'll transfer into low cap shitcoins, and we might actually get a little bit of a bear market rally. Yeah, it's the case is right now we're above this line. We are above this line. As long as we are holding price action above this line, it's going to be very hard to be a bull in any market. Very hard to be a bull in any market when we're above this line. So the Great British Pound has lost a very key level. It has not lost this level since 1986. So huge macro long-term level here in the Great British Pound, getting a rejection underneath that and seeing a sell-off. Now, if we take out this low back here, if we take out this low here at $1, so basically that's been huge support. That is huge support. So basically, if we see the pound trading below $1, it'll probably begin to really capitulate and get quite scary for those in the UK. Currently, we're holding support, and I do think that there is a ton of psychological support at $1. Great British Pound below $1. It's just you're going to have a lot of buyers at that level. Anytime we achieve that $1 level, Forex traders are going to come in and defend that line because it's such a strong psychological level. People don't really fathom a world where the pound is below $1. So you will have a lot of people willing to buy at those levels. All right, an interesting coin that is rallying, or not rallying, but kind of setting up in an interesting way is XRP. Now, I did release a video on XRP. We need to watch out for this sign of strength here, because it is a sign of strength. If this bull flag breaks bullish, we're in a kind of a pennant formation. Let's actually zoom into the pennant, because the pennant is really all we need to be paying attention to. If we do break this pennant to the upside, you know, we'd be looking for some sort of structure that looks like this. Get a breakout, retest, and then, you know, give another go at the highs here. And if we get above this level, I really think it'll be hard to argue that XRP is ready for some larger moves. If this breaks bullish, it's showing strength. It's showing strength in a shitty market. Now, if it breaks down, that's it, we're done. You know, if it breaks down, and especially if it gets below the level of this medium line, then we're just gonna head all the way back down to where we came from. So there's two scenarios to watch out for. The way that we resolve price action inside of this consolidation will be everything. If we break out, I think there's a high probability of a continued and sustained rally. If we break down, we're just going to go back down to where we came from, and we're going to continue our accumulation consolidation, because this is an accumulation. It's been in an accumulation for a while here. It's a little choppy, it's a little messy, but in terms of the crypto market, it's one of the better ones that we can see out there. So I need to put my bias aside for a moment and just recognize that. All right, let's take a look at ETHBTC. Not a pretty picture. I honestly think that ETHBTC could be heading to the bottom of this lower end of this widening megaphone pattern here. So that'll bring ETH to about 0.04 BTC per ETH. So, you know, I think that there was a very high expectation of performance with Ethereum, and we just don't have the follow through. We don't have the volume, we don't have the interest, we don't have the new participation to carry through with those expectations. This is a very picture perfect distribution. Let's I don't have a distribution loaded up here. I should probably do that, but yeah, this is picture perfect. You've got your buyer's climax, shakeout, you got your up thrust, LPSY, another up thrust, all rejecting at this level, multiple rejections, not only at the previous highs, but at the top end of this widening megaphone pattern. It's just a shitty consolidation. It looks really bad, and I would not be surprised at all to see us lose this 0.05 level and move on down to the 0.04 level. And if it breaks below that, ooh, really, really ugly. So, you know, for the ETH maxis out there, that's something you do not want to see. Not saying it's going to happen. You know, you take this one level at a time. Support starts here, then starts here. But if we really trend below that, yikes, it's going to be many, many years of repair after that point. All right, we're back. Let's take a look at QNT. Let's take a look. So it's kind of a head and shoulders formation. So we'll open this up, move it up to the automatic rally. And then this is one of those complex Wyckoff setups where you got to do two channels. Inverse head and shoulders. So that kind of looks like this. Okay. Shoulder, head, shoulder. If we hold this level, you're good to go. You will increase in strength if we can get on top of this. If we can get on top of that, that's going to be your sign of strength move. Then you're on high alert. You're watching for the breakout of the sign of strength. So you'll begin to consolidate. You watch for the break of the trend line, whatever that trend line decides to be. And if you get a bullish break, if you get a bullish break of the sign of strength trend line, boom, you're off to the races. You're ready to go. If you guys are not in the Discord, check the links, join the Discord, come in, say hi. If you're wanting to learn a little bit more about the Wyckoff method and how to identify trend change momentum so that you can buy the bottoms and sell the tops, then join the Crypto Jungle private VIP Discord. Links below. Oh, I'm also running a little bit of a promotion right now. So if you use the coupon code SURVIVOR, because you guys are bear market survivors, you can get an additional 20% off any package that you choose, whether you choose the monthly, the quarterly, the biannually, or the annual package. We have a package for everybody. You can get another 20% off, which, for context, the yearly package is already a 30% discount from the monthly. So that would basically give you access for 50% off, which is a pretty good deal. Hope to see you in there. That is all the time I got for today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow if you're following along on Twitch. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, consider subscribing to the Twitch stream. Thank you all, and we will see you guys in the Discord. Please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.